Everybody, I wanted to show you another angle on this whole timeline loop thing that I've been discussing more lately, okay? There's a lot of films involving Henry Silva and Leon Oskin I talk about, but also there's another one from the 80s starring Wilford Brimley and Fred Ward. You remember Wilford Brimley? You check your sugar and you check it often. You know, that actor did a lot of commercials. But back in the 80s, he had a lot of TV series and film roles. One of them was in this movie called Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. And it's about, they recruit a New York City cop by, once he gets like harmed in the line of duty, they give him facial reconstruction.
What the hell have you done to me?
We did some work on you. Just your face. Thank you, miss.
You better not have damn good reason.
We did. You were ugly.
Who's we?
You've been recruited by an organization that doesn't exist. Sam Lincoln is dead, pal. Some nasty man shoved him in his police cruiser into the East River.
Yeah, well, I'm a pretty healthy corpse.
The operative word is corpse. You got a new face, new fingerprints, even a new name. Williams. Remo Williams. A lot of thought went into it. We needed someone, and you were the best we could find. Decorated cop, ex-Marine, no family, no commitments.
Hell, if I'm the best you can find, you're pretty deep shit, pal. Who the hell are you? FBI, CIA, Salvation Army?
Who we are the people who got you by the balls, Remo. We need you. Our cops are corrupt, our judges bought, our politicians up for sale. Everywhere you look, slime is on the loose. You're going to be the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not get away with it.
Hey, you're the guy that set me up in that warehouse, ain't you?
They bring him into this office and say, hey, you basically work with me, this guy.
Come in, Mr.
Williams.
Good evening, Mr. Williams. I'm Harold Smith. I'm the head of the organization that just recruited you.
You call dumping me in the river and reshuffling my base recruitment?
Yep, it works. Sit down. Come on, boy. I know your ribs are hurting like a son of a bitch. Now sit down a minute. Make yourself comfortable. I'll tell you a little bit about the way we work here.
Yeah, I see how it works. I run black bag operations, kidnapping, beat the shit out of them. Nobody holds you accountable.
Oh, we're accountable, Mr. Williams.
Let me guess. Who the president?
Yep. 5 of them beforehand. I've lost track. I don't even vote.
Sorry to disappoint you. I'm voting with my feet.
Now you want to sit down?
And this Korean mystic who's going to be training you, and this guy's played by Joel Grey.
Okay, now look. Let's not make any trouble for each other. All I want to do is get out of here. It is too late for that. Hold it! I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to.
That's pretty relevant because he's in this episode of Night Gallery, involving a family that is made a deal, multi-generational deal with a demon. And in making this deal with a demon, they have to offer things to the demon as sacrifices in order to continue their powerful bloodline. It's a pretty amazing link when you think about what Joel Grey's been involved in. Anyways, Joel Grey is Jennifer Grey's father. You might be familiar with her from the films like Dirty Dancing, and she was in Red Dawn and Ferris Bueller. So that's her dad, actually, right there, playing a Korean guy in an 80s film. Why they didn't find a Korean actor or at least somebody Asian to do it, I'm not sure, but Joel Grey got the role. Anyways, so they had he does a good job, don't get me wrong, guys. It just made me kind of wonder, like, there was all kinds of popular Asian actors at the time. Why'd they select Bill Gray? Well, guys, I'm not being judgmental. I'm saying sometimes there's a specific reason. They're calling attention to the actor. They want you to see something else that the actor did, or draw a specific correlation like what I just told you. They might exactly want you to go see that Night Gallery episode that he was in about the McBain family and the demon, okay? Sorry to be too abstract, guys. I want to get into the focus of this specific clip without taking too much time. So I will be talking about that other episode of Night Gallery soon and showing you what I'm talking about. I'll probably do that in a part 2. Here's what's amazing though. So they recruit this spy. They have this supercomputer that they all access to send him on missions, okay? It collects all the information, like total information awareness. Now, he works with those two guys right there and Wilford Brimley, who manages the computer. You're about to see Wilford Brimley open up a case on this total information awareness computer involving HARP, a program that did not exist yet.
George S. Rome, born Albany, New York, May 10, 1933. BA, Electrical Engineering, Clarkson College. Served 2 tours of flight sergeant, Korean consulate. In 1962, founded Growth Industries, Advanced Weapons Technology. Current project, C-18, surface-to-air missiles. HARP, High Altitude Reconnaissance Probe, prototype for the Star Wars program.
Investigation, corporate tax evasion, 1979. No charges filed. 1981. Suspected bribery, procurement defense contracts. After the disappearance of investigating officer Murray Benton, no charges filed.
There were 3 witnesses alleged to have seen the murder of Benton. No charges were filed for lack of evidence. They disappeared too. If the company can't get anything on Grove, then you know he's good.
All I can promise you is thorough
Did you guys see that?
There is a timeline loop going on here because HARP did not exist when Remo Williams was produced. Moreover, they position HARP as if what they're warning you about is a satellite system similar to what the Star Wars defense program was that was introduced back in the 80s when they had something to correlate it to. You see what I'm saying? Reagan was a big proponent of this. Something that would be a satellite-based system that could shoot down with lasers missiles before they hit the US. Well, part of these timeline loops sometimes is delivering information to you in an abstract way, and as you guys have seen, I've already shown you some of the warnings that were in the film The Running Man. I would argue that Remo Williams is similar. There's when you get this whole thing about HARP, watch it again. High altitude reconnaissance probe. It's a little bit like what they did was they took the weather modification concept of what we know HARP to be, and they have that sort of like mixed in with the concept of SDI, or the Star Wars with a missile defense system that Reagan thought up in the 80s, or whoever thought it up in the 80s, but he was a big guy that brought it up as far as the president goes. So when you think about this, guys, like if this clue was dropped in the 80s and they specifically labeled HARP, and this was about a small team in America that only serves the president in a limited capacity and no one else knows who they are. Small group, less than 10 people, they serve the president. Wilford Brimley leads the group. They recruit these guys like Remo Williams who get facial reconstruction and are brought in, as a spy. And they go on these missions with this Korean mystic. I mean, guys, this is a very, very, when you really unwind the whole plot, you're just thinking to yourself, who thought this up? Why a Korean mystic? Why Wilford Brimley and one dude and a New York cop that gets facial reconstruction doing these missions. Like, there's something about the specific plot and what it speaks to within timelines that I hope you understand gives you more information about what's really going on. A lot of these projects, despite the fact that they were just put out there as films and entertainment, did have defense parts to it. There were pieces of it that were assisted and facilitated by people within military projects to say, we need this clue dropped, or we need this part in the plot line, and after that do whatever. I think they may have even gotten some funding this way, and it was like, this is why there's such this union between sometimes uranium interests and military interests in Hollywood in some cases, because of the filming things that have gone on in the past. This goes all the way back to World War II, where they created propaganda reels or news reels or whatever they were, right? Whether it was for another government to see or it was for America to see when they went to the movie theaters. There has been this union between certain defense circles and certain people in Hollywood. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I would argue in the case of Remo Williams, it's just one of more of those things that is there to be there for a select audience to unpackage at the right place at the right time. But what I hope it also does for this audience is demonstrate to you that there is such a thing as a timeline loop, or at least there's seems to be something going on where something referenced another thing in a way that calls your attention to it. Thanks for watching.